right, well, keep shopping for those adorable little mini waffles, mini cupcakes, and mini brownies. You get all three. But we're going to move on to something savory. Now, a lot of times we have all these people coming over for the holidays, and our oven's full with baking. Here's a perfect way to have those delicious roasts. Roast chicken, salmon, roast beef, kebabs. It is a 1,500 watt vertical roaster and a rotisserie, and the price is $149.95. But today, it's $89.95. That is a fabulous price. And we're doing 4 flex pay, so you get them for $22.49. Black, red, or white. The feature that I enjoy most about this is that you put the timer on, and when it's done, it shuts itself off. So you don't have to babysit it. You can basically forget it, walk away, and be done. But we're going to bring out Stephanie Roberts, who is wonderful, who does the dumb cakes with us and does so many great things in the kitchen, Stephanie. I'm always, when I see her, I just get hungry.
You need to be hungry today. Yeah. Kitchen convenience is what I am all about. I love this. I know you told me that you have had rotisseries before.
I did. I used to have something a long time ago, and when I moved here from Los Angeles, I don't have something anymore. I've actually been looking to buy something, and they don't really have a lot, on the market. It's very, I don't see a million different versions of this. This is very specific.
Well, and this one does things that other ones do not do, and that is what I absolutely love so much about it. What this does that the others don't do is it gives you control. You have time control, temperature control.
Okay.
Most rotisseries do not have that.
Okay.
You can run your light, you run the motor, and then, of course, an off and on. But what's most important is what it tastes like. So I'm going to grab myself a towel and show you how great a chicken can come out. Absolutely
And we've
amazing.
Seen Stephanie on Good Morning America doing the culinary segments, and you probably have seen so many different products.
Look at this. Look
what you've done there.
Okay, so that's the first thing I want to show you. Why do you cook with the rotisserie? Because look at the juice that comes out of my chicken. When you sear with the rotisserie like this, you are sealing in the juices, but the fat ends up in the bottom of the drip pan. So you're not putting the fat into your food. I love the fact that as soon as I pull my legs apart, you can see all that yummy juice. That is what is in my meat. Amazing, amazing, juicy goodness in my chicken breast. So the taste here is off the charts.
So you don't have to babysit it, you don't have to baste it, you don't have to you turn it on, and then when it's done, it's done.
It is. And what comes out, obviously, is the most amazing tasting meat. You asked me, and it was a very legitimate question when we were talking before the show, why do I want to do this rather than just bake my chicken in the oven like I usually do? Well, here's the first reason. The sear of the outside, the skin, the crispy skin. I know you don't get that when you bake in the oven. It kind of gets that,
well, you know what? It gets it on a few spots, and then some it's sort of rubbery and gross.
Absolutely.
But I love the skin.
So no rubbery and gross here because it's getting that 360-degree rotation and close to the heating element. So when you're close to the heating element, it sears in all the juices. The fat drains out, but the juices get seared.
I'm going to grab my fork and look, and I know look at just
that.
The juice.
The part
it's
love.
Wow. I mean, this is so and so beautifully cooked. And look at that meat. Oh my goodness. It's so this is the white meat that you worry about it being
too dry. Exactly.
This is so juicy, and you can see. Look at that. I'm just trying to. You can see like the pockets of juice in here. Ooh, look at that.
That is what rotisserie cooking gives you. Now I know a lot of us.
I have to eat that
you
piece.
can walk into the. And I got a whole plate for you here.
Yeah,
you can walk into the grocery
that.
store and you can get a rotisserie chicken. But think about it. By the time you get it home, by the time you get it home, it doesn't look like this. So what I would rather do is I would rather do that rotisserie cooking myself because it is so easy. And I'm going to show you from scratch. You can make the chicken yourself. You can plate it on a salad. You can do something like quick rice and be ready to go. It is easy, 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 and the quality is off the charts. So let's scoot on down here.
Okay.
And I want to show you how it works. Basically, what we have is the spit. We take our chicken. This one's been seasoned. I did this Monday night. Big hurry for dinner. Oh my gosh, what am I going to do? Ran through the store, grabbed a chicken. I actually forgot to season it. This does such an amazing job that it didn't even matter. The skin was still that good. So once you put it on your spit, you literally slide it in And that's that. So no maneuvering around. There are other rotisseries on the market, especially those horizontal ones, where you have to kind of balance the weight, and if you don't, as it turns, it goes thud.
Right.
Thud. You know what I'm talking about?
I have a microwave like that. If you don't have
yes,
it right.
I have a washing machine like that.
Yeah, right.
So this is as easy as it gets. I slide it in there, it's good to go. Now, the important thing about rotisserie cooking is you want to create a humid environment. So you always put some type of liquid in the bottom.
Now, can I put wine in there instead of water?
Yeah, I was just going to say, this is just water. I often use chicken broth or chicken stock. Wine works great.
Okay.
Beer works great, too.
Ooh.
You know that whole beer can chicken thing?
Yeah.
Well, the chicken turns out a lot better in a rotisserie, but if you like that flavor of the hoppy beer in there like I do, put some beer in the bottom. And then literally, here's how I remember how this works. You work your way down the row. Chicken usually goes about an hour and 30 minutes for an average-sized chicken, and that's a big guy. And you can easily put a 5-pound chicken in there. So I'm going to punch that one up to about 145. Set and ready to go. Temperature control. This is the best feature here because we do not have temperature control on all rotisseries. 425 is where I'm going to run that one. I like to do it a little bit hotter because that way I'm going to be able to sear in that crispy skin and keep it moist. With a big beef roast, I do it slower. Turn on my light because it's very fun to watch. My dog, he watches and dwells. It's the funniest thing you've ever seen.
Oh my gosh, that is funny.
Turn on the motor because we want it to rotate. The heating element in the back will go. I'm going to close my door, but I do want to show you how wide that opening is. You can access 1/3 of this rotisserie through the door.
Oh, yeah.
Makes it really easy to get in and out. This is another new
to take
feature.
the chicken out and have it.
Just makes life a lot easier. Close it, like that it's glass because I can see. Turn my power on, it's going to heat itself up, and off we go. Literally, I do not have to come back. I do find myself staring at it because it's kind of fun.
I know, right? I mean, you can set the table, you can make the salad.
Can do anything. It dings when it's done.
It's all done. You don't have to do anything else there.
Another good comment you asked me about before is the heat shutoff. When it's done, heat shuts off, dings, timer shuts off, you're good to go. So you will not overcook a chicken.
So if you get caught on a phone call, Stephanie, it's not like you've ruined dinner, because I can tell you that's happened to me. It's like
absolutely. And it comes with this great book. And I want to show you this because, yes, there's a couple of different, you know, a poultry stand, a roast stand. So when you unpack it, I don't want you to think, oh boy, how am I going to figure this out? This is the all-time best chart I have ever seen in an instruction manual. It shows you what the piece is. It shows you the order in which you put it together and the end result. So it's literally poultry, tray, chicken, roast, tray, in machine. Very easy.
Oh, I see. That's how you stack it. Yep, there you go.
It lays it right out there. It also does suggestion cooking times and temperatures based on weight. This is everything you've ever wanted in a rotisserie. It is an all-in-one machine.
Yeah, you know, and the nice thing about this is it's your protein without in cream sauces and this and that, but it's still delicious. And, you know, a lot of us are thinking, not only having company, but having something that's, you know, kind of goof-proof. Have you ever had people over and then all of a sudden the chicken's not done enough and then the whole meal's ruined? You're not going to, it's going to be stress-free. But also, as we, you know, kind of move into the new year and we're thinking we want to, you know, have more of a high-protein diet, this is perfect because everything tastes delicious. And I will also tell you that the price is amazing. $89.95.
Oh my gosh.
Have you ever done it for $89.95?
No, this is the lowest price we've ever done it for.
I've never seen that. For flex pay, and it hasn't been on since September.
And think about, you know, if you do go to the store and buy a rotisserie chicken, they're close to $10. So literally you make 9 rotisserie chickens and you've paid for this. Okay, notice the big wide opening. I'm going to go ahead and pull out my roast. And
I'm on this side. I'm going to go back and eat your chicken.
You're going back to eat chicken? Okay, because this is warm, I'm going to wrap it in a towel so we don't burn any fingers here. And look at this roast. Now, when I do something like a roast, especially a large roast, I love the fact that I have temperature control because what I want to do is turn it down and slow roast so I can keep, let me see if I can get this out here without burning any fingers here, so I can keep the temperature under control. But what I really like is that I can already see the juices coming out of this. So the way I can control the doneness of my meat is that you can always temperature check it. But look at this. The juices, wow, I love the juices coming right out of that. I'm going to take a large first slice off so you can see the juice of my roast beef. I love that I have seared the outside and I am keeping my inside moist and absolutely wonderful. Roast beef is hard to do. There is nothing worse than having a dried out roast of any kind.
You know, I have to be honest, I have not made a roast beef at home because I'm terrified that it's just gets too.
But look at that.
That looks amazing.
Look at that. You can get this absolutely perfect each and every time. And look at how uniform it it is too. I'll take a thinner slice here so you can see.
So good.
Oh, I love the juice.
You can even cut that up, put it on a salad or what? I mean, whatever you, or make, you know, tacos, or you can have it with mashed potatoes one night and the leftovers. I mean.
And I love the fact that you mentioned the protein.
Where's my dinner?
Because yes, as
Stephanie, did you not forget the #1 rule of working with Helen Keeney?
Always feed the host. Always feed. Let's take a thin slice here and do a little better slicing for you. But no, I love the fact that you mentioned for the new year, and you are absolutely right, that as we start to think that we might want to increase the protein in our diet, we're going to try to keep down our fat content. Again, here's all my yummy, yummy juice, but here's the fat. Look at that. It has cooked off. Now, when I roast in the oven, your meat sits in that. That is not the case. Look at you reaching right in.
Oh, look at it in front of the camera. That's going into the whole mouth.
She could not wait any longer. I will even plate it with mashed potatoes and vegetables.
So good.
So moist. I have never, ever, ever pulled a piece of meat out of here that was not absolutely juicy and wonderful. From the chicken to the roast beef and also kebabs. So you have lots of options here. This is not just for chicken. I will tell you what it can do with chicken is amazing. It is what I use it the most for, but lots and lots of options. So again, bring out some kebabs.
See, I
here.
love this because I love the grilled vegetables. Stephanie, you do just jump in there with the heating elements.
I do. I'm very brave because you know what? I want this to come out piping hot for you.
Oh, look at that.
So you can see how wonderful it is. Okay, so with these kebabs, again, you can stack the vegetables. Here's what mushrooms do. See how they kind of hold the meat on?
You know, I was going to say, I love mushrooms on the kebab, but I don't like it when you put them on the grill outside because, you know, you're not supposed to have red meat get burnt because I know if you've heard that news story, how bad that is for you.
Yes,
the char is like
absolutely.
actually horrible for you. So but this is one of my favorite things, and it looks like it's just rotisserie, and then so it's perfect. Oh my gosh, this roast beef is so
kebabs,
good.
think about this. This is, I don't know, maybe 15 to 18 minutes for a good medium rare kebab. You can do things like shrimp in 9 minutes. I mean, so fast.
Can I eat the mushroom?
So healthy. You can't. Absolutely everything is safe. When you pull it off, it's hot. Watch your fingers. Watch your fingers.
No, it's good.
So the options are here. I like this because it's a quick, fun dinner. It's wintertime. I don't know about you. Don't want to grill. Don't want to mess with the grill at all. Certainly not this time of year. But also think about energy savings. If I'm doing a pork roast is this big. My oven is this big. Why heat up the whole oven when you can save time and certainly save energy by doing this with countertop cooking? The taste is better. The sear is better. The juices get sealed in. The fat drips off. I'm saving time. I'm saving energy. This slides under pretty much every cabinet that I have run into, so it is a great countertop device. And oh, by the way, the taste in my mind better than anything I have ever
what are you
done
making
in the
there?
oven.
What is that
Okay, this is a pork roast.
Oh
and
boy,
to
that looks
me,
good.
This is the ultimate comfort food. Now, we talked about the liquid on the bottom. Remember, no matter what you cook, you have to put the liquid on the bottom because you need a humid environment. But so we used apple juice and then put some apples in it. You could also put some sweet potatoes down there. Then you've got the juices and the fat from the meat cooking into the vegetables.
And you can eat the apples then,
You can eat the apples. Absolutely everything in here has been cooked to the appropriate temperature. So there's nothing that you can't eat. I'll tell you what, season these up a little bit and serve it on the side of your pork roast. Yum, yum, yum. Okay, I'm going to turn this over a little bit and try not to make a big mess with the apples. See if we can get this off.
I mean, usually you would take it off and let it cool for a while.
Yes,
by the way,
it would normally need to sit.
We're torturing poor Stephanie because, you know, obviously, as I go back to the chicken, by the way, this is absolutely delicious. It is goof-proof. We have it on an amazing sale price. We've never had it like this before, and it hasn't been on the air since September. And those of us who are having a lot of company over the holidays, this is perfect.
Absolutely. Look at this pork roast. Okay, now here is why I love this so much for pork. Number one, pork is the easiest thing to dry out in the oven, and there is nothing worse than dry pork. Look at the moisture glistening on this roast. I love that you call it goof-proof because absolutely, because of the humid environment and the way rotisserie cooking sears the outside, all the juices and moisture
Steph, I'm going to take a
sealed
call.
in. Oh, love that.
Fawn is calling from New York and pick this up. Hi, Fawn, you're on live.
Hi, how are you?
Oh, well, first of all, it's my favorite day because I'm eating on television. Two of my favorite things, being on television and eating. Fawn, did you pick this up? And I hear that you're a really good cook.
Well, I don't do so much cooking anymore, but I said my adult son, and I call him a kid, but he's 57.
Right.
He does a lot of meat cooking, and the thing is, it takes a lot of time, and I says after he's worked 10 hours a day, forget it. And I said this year, he stocked up his freezer with a lot of meat. And when I saw this, and I will mention the product, and I will tell you we wouldn't touch it with a 10-foot pole. We've had 2 or 3 failures.
I know. Well, there are. I said that at the beginning. There aren't a lot of products that claim to do this.
Right. And there aren't a lot that do them well either.
No.
So you have picked a good one. So easy to use, and it keeps everything that you want with your meat in the meat. I want my fat to drain off, but I want my juice to stay in. And that's what I love about the way this works.
Fawn, thank you so much for calling, and I know your baby, 57-year-old son, will enjoy this. It is a great gift, and if you've got maybe, maybe you downsized to a condo and used to have this huge kitchen. Well, this is like having an extra stove. This is like a kitchen remodel. I mean, it's the kind of thing where you can take it out when you're having, lots of company. But listen, even if it's just the 2 of you, make a roast. Cut it up, have a delicious dinner, and then slice it up and put it in the fridge, and then have sandwiches the next day. Cut it up and put it in an omelet. Put it in a salad. Make a, pork taco night. I mean, having that meat is really the base of putting it in all sorts of other dishes, pasta dishes, whatever you want to do. And $22.49 to get home. And I'll tell you, if you roast your own chickens at home, you're saving money. Oh, did you just do fish in
We
that?
did just do fish. Again,
I worry about drying out fish, honestly.
Well, and this is a way to do it. Again, with that humid environment that you get with this roaster and rotisserie, you don't dry anything out. With salmon like this, again, you can cook it. Oh, look at that. I absolutely love it.
Can I try this? Am I allowed to eat this?
Absolutely.
Okay,
you can eat anything. You know that. I
I just wanted to make sure. Now, salmon, I was going to say, this looks beautifully cooked through, but it's actually not, it's not dry at all.
Not at all. So you can see I'm keeping my moisture. I am keeping exactly the texture that I want to have. And it comes with the basket. So look at all the different things that we've shown you. We have shown you a roasting rack. We have shown you a basket that sets into the roasting rack. Then there's a poultry rack. It comes with the skewers. This is the complete package. It does every type of meat. It does every type of poultry. It does every type of seafood. So the value here, absolutely off the charts. And Helen goes back to the poultry.
Well, I want everybody to come back to the chicken because I really feel like the chicken, I mean, if you love rotisserie chicken, and I can tell you on one chicken, you just see how juicy that is. On one chicken, this is what you're going to go back to and have the, the chicken sandwiches and do the chicken. I mean, if you have look how much juice this is here. I mean, this is gorgeous, and the skin is so crispy. If you love the skin, that's fantastic. We have a lot of people in the ordering process. Stephanie, you did an amazing job as always. I know you're back this morning, I think 10 a.m.? 6 a.m. 6 a.m. I mean. 6 a.m.
Absolutely.
Yeah, okay. Thank you. Thank you, my friend. Okay, we're going to take a little break and tell you what's coming for the network.